Welcome back. About a dozen former white supremacists and extremists are arriving in Portland today.
They're part of a group called Life After Hate, and their mission is to help people escape organizations like the neo-Nazis and the KKK. KGW's Maggie Vespa sat down with two of them today. Maggie, they're here for a weekend summit.
Laurel, Chris, they are. It's up on Mount Hood all weekend, and it's private, but they say these days, Life After Hate's message resonates across the country. So I sat down with two of them, Sammy Rangel and Angela King, both former extremists, to hear about that message.
There were several groups that I was taught or learned to hate. Initially, as a child, Black people and gay people.
Angela King is a former neo-Nazi who sported swastikas and Confederate flags from the age of 15.
We believed there was, a Jewish-run conspiracy.
Like King, Sammy Rangel grew up hating.
It started with whites.
As a teenager, he went to prison for stealing a car and became leader of the Maniac Latin Disciples, a gang who hated white people and the agencies they felt favored white people.
Police officers, for sure, definitely became a major issue with us. And then extensions of that were like the Child Protective Services.
In short, hate for others consumed both for years. King stopped when she befriended Black women in prison, Rangel in part when he had kids. But they say they were stunned to learn hate is addictive.
That's all you do day in, day out, week after week, month after month, year after year. In fact, I think that you go a step further. You probably develop new neural pathways, ones that are abnormal.
So now they help others quit. Their group, Life After Hate, founded in 2011 in Chicago, its profile skyrocketed this year after neo-Nazis and Klansmen marched through Charlottesville. Since then, members have made appearances on the Sunday morning political scene and the late-night comedy stage.
Life After Hate.
Now, Life After Hate gets roughly half a dozen calls and emails a day from people looking to leave extremist groups. Those pleas come from all over the country, including here in the Pacific Northwest, which they say has long been a hub for white supremacists. Case in point, KGW archive footage of Klansmen driving through Portland in the 60s. Fast forward to this summer, when police say a white man on a MAX train yelled racial slurs at a Muslim teen and her friend, then stabbed the men who defended them, killing two. These two say, make no mistake, a big part of leaving hate behind is taking responsibility for the pain you caused and realizing others hate what you believed.
Life After Hate is just kind of saying, when you're done, we have a safe place for you. When you're done, there are people who understand your dilemma, who have been in that dilemma, who are ready to receive you as you are.
So in light of the fact that Life After Hate came to Mount Hood for this retreat, I asked them if there is a part of the country that they think they hear from the most. They said a lot of people tend to guess the South, but they told me actually, no, those pleas come pretty evenly from people all over the country. In fact, guys, they say there really is no part of the country that they believe they don't hear from. Back to you.
Interesting to hear their perspective for sure. Thank you, Maggie.